And with that said, I'm gonna have Mr. Marvin Carter, who just left me this morning, came last Sunday, excuse me, got in town at 10, called me, asked what time was church. I said 11, he met me there. And, he said, we had a great time golfing. You saw the pictures on Happy Hour yesterday. And also he said, I'm gonna hang over till Saturday morning because he knows I like to go down. One of my favorite things to do is give back to my community and people in need. And we came to the church, him and his sister, Marcia Carter, also her son, came down, and we put, I think it was 190 some cars full of food. And I want him to share what it meant to him. We're going to have pictures at Happy Hour next Friday, but Mr. Marvin Carter, Miss Marcia Carter, if you're on the phone, will you kind of share? And then they left afterwards. They weren't even hungry, so I couldn't even feed them. So they left and hit the road and went back to Fresno. So I want them to share a little bit about their weekend and what happened, especially today. Mr. Carter, visual director, and also Marcia Carter.
Hi, this is Marvin. Hey, Mr. Thomas.
Hi, sir.
Well, this morning, we got the chance to go feed meet Mr. Thomas to get away some food and from his church. So our morning started at 5 o'clock this morning, and we met him. And before we even get there, we got there about 6:45. There were about 70 to 75 cars already in a train-like setting just to pick up this meal, the food giveaway. So we got our instructions, got in the back, got situated, and we started the process. And I tell you, it was an amazing event. I've never been in anything like that. And we met and talked to so many families and so many cars. And they giving away so much food and so much prayers. And to see those people living from their cars, not even having a homes or apartments, and be so humble and thankful for what we've given them, it just breaks your heart. And keeps you humble and keeps in mind that we're very thankful for what we have. And we did that for about two and a half hours, loading cases, boxes of food in these cars. And it was just an amazing event this morning. And also, Mr. Thomas got a chance to meet one of my sons that's living in Vegas, and he's a part of the Air Force. He brought his family, and he saw the event, looking for a church home, and made a decision that he want to come check out the church tomorrow. And it was just an exciting event to be a part of. I can't even really put it in so many words, other than it was something I'd never been a part of. And it was so amazing to be a part of it.
Thank you, sir. Oh,
thank you.
Sorry. Thank you for sharing. It's almost like what people talked about in the 70s or 80s, whatever it was, Woodstock. It was something you couldn't explain, you had to experience. And folks, this was an experience. Ms. Marcia Carter, would you like to share for a minute real quick, please, too, dear, please?
Yes, thank you so much. And good evening, everyone. So as my brother said, and Mr. Thomas says, you have to be there to experience it. I actually do it here in Fresno at my church, but nothing to this magnitude that I've seen today. I could not believe the food that they was giving away. And I'm talking about good food, from eggs, milk, bread, meats, I mean, canned goods, cereal, everything you want as you would go to the store would be on your shopping list. That's what they was giving out and loading up cars. I was actually working on the inside, so it was about maybe, I'll say maybe 15 of us, maybe 20 of us, and it was a assembly line. And I just I'd never seen anything like this before. It was good for me because I like doing it, but this was on a whole nother level of helping people, serving people, just being there to, to say a kind word, to speak to them. It was amazing, serving the community. You all have to be there to experience. When I was talking and I took some pictures, I was just blown away. I'm still blown away because I had never seen how many freezers and how deep and pallets of good food. And it's just amazing. I mean, it's just amazing. So I had a good time. I'm glad I had the opportunity to do it because I actually missed doing it at my church yesterday. So it gave me, a sense of that I was giving back to the community, which I love doing it anyway, and just feeding people and talking to people. You just never know. So it was good. I loved it.
Thank you,
Mr.
dear.
Thomas.
You're very welcome. Today we did about 142 cars roughly. Normally on a normal time we do about 3 or a little over 300, but people got stimulus checks and welfare checks as we hear from government. But our church basically it was a movie theater, it was 18 complex movie. Think about a big movie complex of 18 theaters. We converted to a church with a pantry and a gym and a sanctuary and food giveaway. I mean, we have fees on top of free. I mean, yeah, it takes about 60 volunteers on a Saturday to do what we do. And sometimes we have 20, but the blessing is it's always a blessing for me to get up and go down and be a blessing. Now, if you guys, this is leadership. The reason why I wanted them to speak, because I didn't want to wait to Friday happy hour for this, is I want you guys to write this down. I want you to understand the blessings. See, this is leadership. Now, understand what I'm talking about. Leadership, write this down. Leadership is giving unconditional. Write that down. You'll never hear that nowhere. It's unconditional. Sam Foster. He does it unconditional. You can see him on Sundays. I watch the ministry at TD Jakes, and there's Sam Paulson. I know his back of his head every time I see him on the front row protecting his pastor, because there's a way of giving. Sometimes it's not just money; it's giving of your time, and it's giving of your talent. And I was telling Kendra, Miss Carter's son, the reason why I'm so blessed is because I'm a giver. I'm a giver. You can't take from a giver. Leadership is about giving and giving unconditional. See, that's why I don't threaten anybody about getting on these calls on Saturday, because it's only for leaders. And only leaders show up because they want to be led to be able to lead a group of people. See, leadership is giving unconditional. Ariel got promoted. And now think about Mr. Howard said, yes, hey, Mr. Thomas, we forgot somebody. She's not part of the team. No, she is part of the team. Maybe she's not in my organization, but she's still a part of the team. That's unconditional. These calls are unconditional. I look at Mr. Bree Clemens, unconditional. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, sometimes twice a day. Saturday at 6 o'clock, Sunday at 6 o'clock, unconditional. He puts time out of his schedule to put all this together for us. The week review take a few hours, and some people behind the scenes don't understand that, but that's unconditional. See, that's what leadership is. Leadership is volunteering when something needs to be done. It's volunteering. I've told you the story about one of my mentors, Peter J. Daniels. Matter of fact, his first book, one of the books called The Awesome Power of Public Speaking. And here's a picture of me in the back. He allowed me to endorse his book. One of my mentors in Australia. Here's another one of his book, How to Handle Major Crises, on my desk, priceless. Peter J. Daniels. Here's another one, How to Stay Motivated All the Time, by Peter J. Daniels. Why? In his first book that ever came out, How to Be Happy Though Rich. On his Rolls Royce, and he only said, I only got one pair of shoes. but he came from a welfare recipient in Australia. Now, how did Peter J. Daniels? That's right, Miss Collins. He's from Australia, one of my other billionaire mentors. His books are right here on my desk. So why? Let me tell you a story about Peter J. Daniels that stuck with me. They were at a church meeting, and he's on the board of the church that he goes to in Australia there. And they asked the pastor, I need the church clean. He put his hand up and said, son, sir, pastor, I'll have it. Listen to the words. I'll have it done. He said, what? I'll have it what? Done. So Saturday, the pastor goes by the church and he notices a guy in there sweeping the floors, but it wasn't Peter Daniels. So he called him up on his phone. He says, Peter, I thought you said you were going to clean the church. He goes, no, pastor. I said, I'll have it what? Done. I didn't say I was going to do it. You have to understand, pastor, my time is worth $300 an hour. I could pay somebody $20 an hour to do that task. See, there's a point there. The point being, he had it done. He didn't say he was going to do it his time. What is your time worth? See, that's what leadership's about. It's about developing yourself over time that you'll be able to have people doing work for you. You can have a gardener. You can have a housekeeper. You can have whatever you want to have if you develop yourself into a strong leader to have people do other tasks for you. Now, let's get down to what we're talking about. Friday, I did a call on the global AC and global and think global. I had to stretch people's minds, imaginations, and everything else. I had to stretch you because why? And like I said the other day, this is not made from trees. Our money, no, it's 75% linen and 25% cotton. So it's not from it's a money don't grow from trees. That's true because it's not made from trees. But you didn't know that. Some of you didn't until yesterday. Now, leadership. How's this going together, Mr. Thomas? Well, let's do this. The reason why a lot of us have not got where we want to go is because we have not got past our fears in talking to people and what to say. And that's why I'm doing a two-part series. Uh-oh. Can anybody hear me okay? That's why I'm doing a two-part series, or three-part, today and tomorrow, on what to say. My goal with these calls are to get you into action. Action. Now, the second thing I want you to write down today is this. There's only two things I have you to write down. Life gets better by change, not by chance. You can't get an AC and hope and pray, God, oh, I want to be an S. Oh, no. Listen. No, life gets better by change, not by chance. By participating on all the calls, I was talking to Mr. Tasha Ismail. I don't know if she's on the call or not, but I was talking to Tasha Ismail the other day, and we're talking how people get so caught up in getting on all the things we got going on. No, it's not about getting on all the things you got going on. It's about participating and changing. Okay, life gets better by change, not by chance. Now, I discovered, and here again, I want to apologize to every one of my leaders because I don't, if I thought you guys knew how to talk to people, and that's why I said last week I felt to change it, and I said, okay, we're going to talk about what to say in incidents to grab somebody's attention that want to get in your business. Yesterday, on Friday, I talked about globally how everything is right in our hands. We have a business in all these countries, and everything is falling in our hands with all the people losing this, losing that, and after July is gonna get worse. October's gonna be even worse. Everything is going in our favor, but we have to talk to more people. And I think a lot of us on this call get stunned what to say in certain circumstances. That's why I came up with Michael Jackson. Why I want to be, and also the rest of you start. See, now watch this. I did that for not only because I'm having fun, but I watched how a lot of you start. Hey, all right. But watch this. It took a leader. Oh my God, here we go. It took a leader to do it first. Then everybody else started. See, so I want you guys to be that leader that has no qualms with anything somebody throws at you. So the phone, this is going to be an interactive today and tomorrow. I told Mr. Chris King, I got Sunday. I just feel the need in my spirit, my heart, and I've been praying for y'all. I just want you guys to be super fantastic. I want you to do this better than Al Thomas, by far, hands down. And we're going to go through some challenges today. And I want you to all to chime in. I don't want anybody to walk away here today and tomorrow with no questions not answered. I don't want you sitting there waiting for somebody, or I don't look stupid, Mr. Thomas. I don't want to look like no. The one who looks stupid, if you want to use that terminology, is the one that gets on here, don't chime in and get their situation answered. Now, you know, if y'all don't say something, TJ will step up and act all the time, which I love her for that. But I know some of you need this and you got a questions. Don't be embarrassed to answer, be embarrassed not to, because this is time to get your blessing to become a senior vice president, regional vice president, or a regional director. And if you notice, there's only a few regional directors on there. Here again, this is leadership. So give me some of the situations that you run into that might be a problem for you to solve, or question, or where you're at, or somebody said this. How do you answer this, Mr. Thomas? So the phone lines are open. Take yourself off mute. We're gonna go through this tonight. I'm just here for your glory. I'm here for you to be one of me, as bad as you want it. I want it worse for you.
Hey, Mr. Thomas.
Yes, sir, Mr. Sam Foster.
Yes, sir. Dallas Marketplace have a scenario for you. Oftentimes, if I get somebody's number or get their name and number and call them back, let's say for instance, I sent them the video and I sent them all the information, the 1 through 10 and everything, Tony Cooper's, and they say they're ready to go. I may even say, did you watch both of them? I've sent them to Tony Cooper's and then give them my personal website information. So I get them on both sides, to make the money side and to save the money side. Then they text me back. I said, are you ready to make the money, save the money, or do both? They say they want to do both. And I call them back. And a lot of times they may not answer the call back when I call them. My question would be 2 questions. Number 1, how soon do you call them back if you want to follow up with them? Or when is it appropriate to say, hey, I may need to let them go?
Very good question, everybody. How many of you, I know a lot of you guys did the same thing that Sam Foster talked about. You sent somebody a video, show them the opportunity or be a customer. They said both. And also you call them back and all of a sudden it's quiet. They don't even answer the phone. Let me tell you something. That's normal. Or they'll say, I'm ready to get started as soon as possible. How many heard that one before? See, when I hear soon as possible, see, Al Thomas' mind clicks over like, okay, Al Thomas, shut up, app them up. So a lot of times we do that. See, they're soon as possible. So when they say soon as possible, that could be next week. That could be next month. So when somebody says soon as possible to me, I said, let's do it right now. And then, well, when? See, I also want to get a date and time. Remember everybody, when you leave your doctor's office, dentist, chiropractor, whatever you leave, don't they already set up another appointment for you to come back? See, you got to be just like the doctor's office. When you leave the doctor's, before you even leave that office, they set up your next doctor's appointment. Whether 6 months down the road or a year down the road, don't they do that? Yes. And don't they call you like a day before? Yes. Why? To remind you. You know why? Because they know most people are not business-oriented people. They know people forget. They know people have good intentions. So when I hear that, I go, let's get you started right now. Will that be Visa or MasterCard? That's my next thing, Mr. Sam Foster. If they go, well, it'll be next week. What time next week? Let's do Wednesday. Great. What time? See, you got to get specific. What time next Wednesday? Let's say 4 o'clock. Got you. I'll call you at 4 o'clock. See, I put them in my appointment book. Now, if I call them 2 or 3 times, they don't recall back. Here's my response. I'll call them and leave them a voice message. Miss Belinda Batiste, it was great meeting you. I thought you said you were serious, but evidently you're not. If you still are, call me back in the next 24 hours. Otherwise, I'll delete your phone. And watch this. That's called backbone and posture. I've had people like that. I'll give you an example. The guy named Chico that I walk in the morning. I told him he couldn't do this. 2 or 3 times. I said, man, you can't do this. Just because I told him he couldn't do it, he signed up. He actually signed up. And then after I got signed him up, I put him on the phone to try to get him qualified with Mr. Bree Clemens, helped me out a little bit with it. And he started backpedaling. I said, look, dude, let's get you out. No, the safety. Well, I said, man, look, I'm sorry. So what I told him to do, get his money back. He gave me the cash. I put it on my card. I said, when my card, put the money back on my card, I'll give you the cash back. Now you can be a customer. You got to get paid for your time with people. You got to get paid. Now, Sam Foster and I had a conversation. Sam, I'm going to put you on the spot just for a minute in a loving way, not to embarrass you. But Sam and I had a call, Mr. Foster and I had a call the other day. We talked a little bit, a couple of new IBOs he got, and I said, here's what you got to do. Don't think, here's a lot of times we'll give them our site, or we'll give them, hey, take a photo, take a picture that you got qualified, or take a picture and get a customer. They don't do it. See, a lot of times you sit there and you can talk to a brand new person and ask them, do you understand how to do this? And they all say, yeah, I got it. They don't have it. Then if someone look embarrassed. So when you get a new IBO, walk them to the time they get on the phone, walk them through till they get that customer in the system. It's kind of like on the job training. And then call up and get them another customer in the system and be there with them the whole time. That way you know that it's done. Otherwise, they tell you it's done, it ain't done. Then 30 days will go by, you didn't get paid, they didn't make any money, and they drop out. No, it's our responsibility to walk them through DD Sanders so they get qualified. If you have to sleep, I told us, I said, if you have to sleep on their doorstep, make sure they get, see, they don't understand the importance of getting qualified. Tell them, hey, you're my new project, DD Sanders. My job is to get you qualified. I want everybody to talk about you. And I get it back. Hey, man, I got DD Sanders on the call. Man, it's my new project. It's my new lady. Man, I'm going to make her feel like Scooby-Doo. You know, I want to make her happy about her decision. You see, so you got to understand people. When was the last time somebody talked great about you? When was the last time somebody brought you up in a nice light? When did somebody praise you? It doesn't happen every day. You don't get praised at your job. Some of you may not get praised at home. But here again, our job is to praise them for the littlest thing. Miss Walker signed up a gentleman the other day. Mr. Bree Clemens broke in and said, sir, wait a minute, hold on. Miss Walker got her brand new IBO Jason on the line. Oh, I'm sorry. Let's give them credit. And you know me, you send me their name and number. The first thing I do is send welcome to the team. Why? I want people to know that there are more people in rooting for them. Look, it's like being on a baseball team or football. Hey, we're part of the cheerleading. We're here cheerleading them on. Hey, welcome to the team. Congratulations. Let's make a touchdown now. So you got to understand life. Here again, let's go back. Life gets better by change, not by chance. I don't do anything by chance. I do everything. No. I don't chance my organization. I make sure I'm on top of it. I make sure we do these calls. Mr. Bree Clemens is right there with, hey, that's change, not chance. You think it's chance? We got over 2.5 years stuff back in Destiny International? No, that's chance. That's not chance, that's change. We made a decision. Mr. Bree Clemens made a decision 2.5 years ago. Mr. Sam Foster made a decision to go after RD. Made a decision and stuck with it. See, that's what I'm talking about. Leaders, we make decisions and we stick to it. Lance, Kelly made a decision to be a regional director by a certain date. Miss Carter, a decision by a certain date. A lot of you made decisions by a certain date. It ain't by chance. When I hit senior vice president, that wasn't by chance. That was by decision and change. I don't care if it's holiday, I'm gonna work through it. It makes sense? So Mr. Foster, give him a call and then let them know, hey, I've had people I call because I have backbone and posture. And I pray that you guys will start using your backbone. Hey, if I don't hear from you in the next 24 hours, hey, good luck. I'm just going to just delete your phone number from my phone. If they want it bad, they'll call you. They'll call you. If not, move on. Let me watch this. Think about the population in the city that you live in. You'll never get 1% of 1% of 1% of everybody in your city. The problem is we got to go through more numbers quicker. That's all it is. What did Thursday, what did Mr. Aaron Bird say? He got a lady, his group was falling down on points. He went 4 hours in a snowstorm to get there. And it's only been 4 people, only 1 showed up and signed up. And now today she's got 4 or 5 regional directors in that one leg and 1,500 points. Now, what am I saying? A leader went through the snowstorm. A leader drove 4 hours. A leader showed up when nobody else showed up. That's you all. That's what Saturday's about. A leader took that one person and made a story out of that one lady. A leader just went tap room, another RD, tap room, another RD, tap room, another RD, tap room. That's what leadership's about. Unconditional. He could have said, I can't go. It's a snowstorm out there. God dang it. What do you mean ain't gonna be four people there when he show up? He didn't know how many was gonna be there. There's a lot of things in your business that's gonna try to stop you, but leaders push through it anyway. Write that down. Leaders push through it anyway. Leaders push through it anyway. Sam Foster told us a story. He was gonna go out one day to the mall and it was raining. He got out of the car and his feet hit the puddle. And his shoe was full of water. We all can relate to that, right, Mary Moulton? We all can relate to that. And he got out, slick. You know, it's just right, squish. He said he didn't let that stop him. Come on, Mr. Corey. He went on in the mall anyhow. Come on, Queen A. He went on anyhow. I told you the story about Rose Lay. I never forget this woman. Mr. Jenna said I had that happen yesterday. I told you a story about the lady named Rose Lay in Little Rock, Arkansas. Came down there, that little country town. She lived in a double wide. I went and her mama showed some possums. I told y'all a story. She made possum. I said, I'm sorry, I'm full, even though I was empty. And she said something I'll never forget. She said, sometimes, a country voice, some read it. And now she's one of the greatest speakers in the world in our business doing the 1 through 10. But she went on anyhow. She didn't let the language barrier stop her. She went on anyhow. My God, I can't tell you, Mr. Pam pushed through when he didn't, man, I don't know about that. Now he's getting, like I said this morning, one Mexican guy, 2 engineers and a school teacher. He pushed on anyhow. I can tell you story after story after story about a lot of you. And that's what leadership's about, you know, and you got to push through it. Push through it, by God. And watch what happens when you get that breakthrough. Bam. Next question. Thank you, Mr. Foster. That's how you do that. Keep pushing.
Hey, I appreciate you sharing this information with me, but you know, I just don't do things like this.
Oh, I love that one. Watch this. Watch this now. Y'all listen what she said. I just don't do things like this. Now watch my reaction, everybody. Listen to Al Thomas. Watch our professional handle this. Do things like what? See, I'm gonna question her because see, her definition and my definition are 2 different things. Watch what I'm saying. Things like what? Come on, let's continue role playing. Things like what?
You know, one of those kind of like it looks like one of those pyramid things. You know, I don't do those type of things.
Oh, you mean like your job? You see, they're not ready for that answer. Y'all catching this? They're not ready for this kind of answer.
Right.
Mr. Jenna, they're not ready for that kind of answer. See, I'm a professional. I done heard it so many times, it just bounced off of me. Oh, you mean like your job? You know, then sometimes I'll say this. Have you been in the, like, for example, in the United States, we have Sam's Club. Oh, you know, have you walked to Sam's Club lately? They have it on the wall right there in Sam's Club. You know, and I get people, oh, I showed them my phone. You mean one of these kind of things? Sam Clubs? There's the president, and they have it right on the wall. And some of y'all got that picture. And I'll say something like, oh, you mean like your job? And your answer, your response will be what, dear?
I didn't. Oh, really? Is it like that?
Well, yeah, dear. I mean, you got one president, right? You got a couple vice presidents, upper management, lower management. Then you got the supervisor. You know, guy with the big belly tie way up to here. And I always laugh. And then there's you at the bottom.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Let me ask you a question.
My.
Could you ever get to the top of that deal?
No.
Look at my head, look at her now.
Mm.
So yeah, no, it's not like that one. That's not, no. Ours, you can make it to the top. Christina B, the janitor.
Yeah.
You see how you answer the question? You mean, oh, like your job? They go, huh? Because they're not used to you being a professional to understand that, wow, my job is one. See, they're so busy listening negative to their broke friends, they have no clue to what network. They don't realize their job, they can never get ahead there. Never get ahead there. I was walking yesterday. I got a guy prospected 3 times. I left him alone the other day. We started talking, blah, blah. I don't say anything about ACN. He knows it, but move on. So yes, you mean like your job to go, we need my job. Yeah, president, vice president, upper management, lower management, supervisor, you know, the guy with the big belly tie way up to here, and there's you at the bottom. And they start laughing. And I said, can you ever get to the top of that deal? Nope. In ours, you can. Wink, wink. You see how you handle that objection? I love it. I love it. So, and then I go back. Let me ask you a question. See, then I throw it back at her. Would you invest? Write this down, everybody. Write this down word for word. Word for word. Would you invest? Notice I didn't say gamble. Notice I didn't say take a chance. That's how broke people look at this. That's a chance. It's a, hey, I don't got no money to lose. I can't lose no, I don't lose no money. No, would you invest? Because they're not investors. Would you invest $224? Would you invest $224? My God, would you invest $224 to make potentially, because if they go to work, it's potential. If they don't, the potential's low. Potentially to make $600 to $800 to wait what? $600 to $800 to make what? $600 to $800 to do what? To potentially make $600 to $800 in the next 7 to 10 days. Does that make sense to you?
Yes.
See, you got them. You guys, when I did these Wednesday night calls, that's all I did is make sense to people. I didn't sell them. I didn't this. I didn't hoodwink them. I made common sense. We want you on the team. How many times you guys heard me say that to people when I call people up for you? We want you on the team. That's all I say to people. What? We want, because look, most people are not a part of nothing. We want you on our team. That's right, Miss Sherry, I want you on our team. We want you on the team. That's simple it is. Now let me tell you, here's our goal. Here's our goal. Watch this. Here's what I say to people. Here's our goal for you. I'll make it personal when I talk to people, when I do a three-way sometimes. Here's our goal with you. Miss Marie B, it's only, here, I go right back to the same language. It's only $224 to get started in this business. It's a business, not a job. I said twice, it's a business, not a job. Notice my tone of voice. Notice how I'm going to it. Our goal with you, Miss Marie B, is to make it $600 to $800 in the first 7 to 10 days. That's our goal with you. However, more important, we want you on the team. First of all, I talked about how you guys can hear me okay? Okay. Now, so there again, it's the same language, said differently, but the same language, Mr. Chris McDowell. Same language, Miss Christina B. Same language. The goal is to make it $1,600 potentially in the first 7 to 10 days. See, if you talk from more of the aspect of an investment, then try to recruit, because people hate to be recruited. They can look at you, Miss Allen, oh, should we go recruit me now? What do you want now? You know, but no, that's our goal. And notice when I look at somebody, I'm looking dead in the eye and I'm looking right at them, and I am really Pacific. Like nobody exists but them. Making people feel special. Next question. Thank you. That's a good one.
So, Mr. Thomas.
Yes, Miss Allen.
In Canada, a lot of people, they're conservatives and they don't really like the network marketing concept. And I know, like, when I approach some people and I introduce the business to them, the 3 questions I often get is, how easy is it to make money in this business?
Okay, let's stop right there. Let's stop. Let me address all 3 for you, dear, okay? Let me answer one at a time. If you give me all 3 at one time, I'm not all here, I might forget. Okay. How easy is it? Let me show you how easy it is. We're gonna sign up today, your own services under you, and we're gonna make our investment back right now. How easy is that? You see, so what are you gonna do? Argue with yourself? Hey, self, you want to save money? I don't know. Let me think about that. I don't know. I don't know if I want to save money. How about you see? So we're gonna sign you up as your first few customers to make this money back. So how easy is that? You see what I mean? So it's real easy. And this is second question, part 2.
What does the average person make in your business?
It depends on how much time they put in. You put a little in, you make a little. You put some in, you make some money. You put a lot in, you make what? A lot of. You see how I answer these questions without thinking about it? Because why? I've heard I heard the same questions over and over again. And I want everybody to get used to it. Just don't sit there and go, ugh. No, just get ready for it because it depends. Here again, it's like anything. It depends. What you put in is what you get out. You put a little in, you get what? A little out. You put some in, you get some out. You put a lot in, you get a lot out. Next question.
That has me run. Like I just turn left and start to run. How much money?
No, don't run. Don't run.
No,
see,
no, I don't run physically. I'm just saying that to be an
I know you don't. I know. I'm not physically, but see, the reason why. Let me help you with this. Everybody on this call have the same thing. They want to run to inside themselves. They want to run because they don't have the answers. So watch this, folks. Once you get, oh my God, let me give you guys a blessing. Once you get the answers, store them. Like in a memory chip in your brain, store them. Because you had the same questions over and over and over and over. You realize how many times I've heard that same question in 28 years? A zillion and one. So that's why I'm so equipped to come right back at people because I've heard this. Be ready for it when it comes up again. That's all I've done over the years. I'm not that smart to remember it all. I just store it. Next part of the question. Go ahead, dear.
When they say to me, so how much money have you made so far, Judah?
If I told you, you would not believe me.
Oh.
No, it's my answer. I answer right after you ask the question.
Yeah.
But let me ask you a question. Watch me turn it around. I'm turning the tables on you. Let me ask you a question. Do you see an opportunity for you and yourself? Great. Let's get you started. See that? I just turned the table on you. I used to answer people, if I told you, you couldn't spend it, but I don't say that no more. But it goes back to, or I'll ask them a question like this. Let me ask you a question. How much you make on your job? And they get, see their eyes, just like your eyebrows went up. Ooh, I don't tell that. Nobody wants how much to make because they're all broke. That's the same kind of thing they're asking you. So how much you make? If I told you, you wouldn't believe it. Matter of fact, how much you make on your job right now? And watch them look, they don't want to tell you that. So it's the same thing. But because you're doing something different, they want to know. Let me put it this way. Here's another way to answer that, Miss Allen. Let me explain this to you another way. In a few more months, it'll take over my rent payment. See, here again. I'm telling you. That's how you answer the question.
Thank you.
You're very welcome, dear. I love these questions because I expect a lot out of all of y'all because this is really good stuff tonight. Next question somebody have.
Question.
Yes, Mr. Corey.
Hey, do we or do we not prospect to people that are working in services like Spectrum, the Spectrum representative?
No, we try not to. No, I would not do it.
Okay. I had 2 instances when they was asking, so that's what I was on.
Oh, they were asking about ACN?
Correct.
I can't say on this, but let me tell you something. I can't say nothing, but I'm gonna give you an answer that you'll be able to weed through it. I actually have an assistant vice president of a company. That's all I can say. He put in his wife's name. Let's put it that way. More than one way to skin a cat. Because you know what? They know they got a job. They know they could get fired. They know they could be downside. They know they could be laid off. Let me tell you something. Let me give you guys another one. Let me show you how much backbone and posture I have. I was with one of my IBOs several years ago, and this guy was a big monkey muck in the company, and he was sharing this and that. And he was shooting my IBO down. And I said, excuse me, sir, I see your title on your desk. You know, we're sitting across from him. He's in his power seat. And I says, I see you're the big guy here. And how long you been here doing this? Oh, 3 or 4 years. Okay. So there was somebody before you, right? I go, yeah. So what's your plan? So what kind of business are you in? And he started telling me about his job. I said, no, that's your company you work for. What kind of business are you in after 5 o'clock? And his whole face went white. I go, you mean you don't have a backup plan in case they let you go? See, if you listen to people, I'm a firm believer God gave us 2 of these and 1 of these. If you listen twice as much, you'll know exactly how to talk to people. The problem is a lot of times we want to just talk without hearing. Whenever somebody call me, I do 3 ways with a lot of you on the call. First thing I ask, what I ask you guys, tell me something about the person. Why is that? I want to be able to bond with that person. How old are they? They got any kids? They married? Why? That gives me a little something, a little dossier on that person so I can bond with them immediately. Because people love to do business with people like themselves. So it's important to understand who's on the other end of who I'm talking to. And that way I can have a conversation or experience with them that I've had, that they've had. And all of a sudden now they'll open up to listen more. That makes sense? Thank you, Mr. Corey, for that. Good question. Go ahead. Who else is next?
Hello, Mr. Thomas. It's TJ.
Yes, dear.
You know what? First of all, I want to say thank you for letting us see your dolphin side earlier. I've never seen that. And it was so much joy because sometimes happy hours aren't happy hours. So seeing that side of you was a layer that I really appreciated. So other people probably feel the same way.
Thank you. Hold that thought right there. Watch this. I was just telling Marvin Carter and Marcia Carter when they're here, why do we take a lot of pictures? I want people to see us, not only the ACN side of us, but the giving side, the blessing side, the church side, another side of us. And they never seen that side of me either. But I said, that's why I'm so blessed, because people want to see the whole person, not just money, ACN, but let them see who you are and be true and authentic. And I want to thank you for saying that, dear. But go ahead, continue on.
You're welcome. So I want to give you feedback on from the first part. From the first part we did of this session on the gentleman that I went back to, the insurance guy. I don't know if you remember the scenario where he was busy and turns out he's still busy. You told me basically to say, hey, I don't think you can do this. So I did call him back and he did speak with me. And he, of course, he said he was busy. And in the end, I did say, I talked with my mentor and he said that you probably couldn't do this. And he said, you're right. Right now I can't. I'm just too busy. And maybe 6 months, 12 months down the road. But he did give me permission to give his son a call later on. So the door is still open. And I plan to call his son next week because he didn't even remember talking to me. He thought I spoke with his son and then I helped him remember, but he didn't really remember. So I have an in to go back in again. And I will actually do that because this gentleman hasn't seen anything. But the thing I want your help with, where it relates to this, is his conversation was he's inundated and really busy, and he can't keep up with whatever this new business is. And I have a realtor.
TJ, let me help you. Let me help you with the first guy. First of all, like I said, tell him he can't do it and let him go. There's too many fish in the sea. You're chasing a guy who doesn't want, and guy that's other place play for. Let him go. There's too many other people that want to hear what you got to say, dear. Let him go. Okay. Talk to his son.
Okay, I will. Okay. So the reason I was trying to tie a thought together, and that's fine. We can separate them. But I have a realtor who said basically the same thing about being busy, and I think you're going to say the same thing now that I'm talking it out loud.
Well, you don't know that, but you're judging it. But if he does say it, let him go. Keep fishing.
No. What I'm saying is I have a whole different scenario. This is a realtor.
A real estate person, totally different person. I know.
She said, hi, thank you for thinking of me. I work full time and can't handle additional clients right now.
Next.
Okay.
God, it's real simple, dear. Next. What city are you in Ohio? What city are you in?
I'm in Columbus.
Columbus. What's the population of Columbus?
We talked about this. It's 1 million people. And no worries. You know what? I just built a relationship. Say, hey, let's grab some coffee another time and just keep it moving. So it's okay. No. I just wondered if you had something different to add.
No, dear. Let me explain something to you. I had a guy here I met at a baseball game. A real nice, sharp Asian guy, and we bonded. We talked. We got together, and you know what? All he really was out for was a lunch. I figured that out after the lunch. But you know what? I chased when I should chase that. I called a couple times to get. Hey, I'm gonna. His wife make the decision, I'll be a customer. Okay. Hey, I love saving money. Blah, blah. No, I changed no. His wife told him no. I knew what it was later, but then again, I looked at the whole scenario from start to finish. He just wanted a free lunch. You're going to get people like that. Don't waste time with them. I wish I had never took him to lunch. But then again, there's too many people here in Vegas. Here again, it's too, Let me give you another story. I was out yesterday, and my insurance guy from Indiana, my real estate stuff, and he's in town. Hey man, I'm coming to Vegas. And blah blah blah. Me and my wife are coming to Vegas, and we're meeting up some friends. So I met up with him yesterday for about 15 minutes. Lo and behold, the lady works at American Airlines for 32 years. She said, I said, well, what do you do? I said, I'm a wholesaler for services. She says, wholesaler for service. I said, yeah, I'm a wholesaler. I said, what do you pay for your cell phone? She says, I pay over $1,000 for 1,200. I think it was $1,000 for 10 lines. I said, you got 10 cell phones? I said, okay, I could probably get that down. Now I've been chasing her down a little bit today to get with her. But out of one thing came another. You see, so you got to leave people on this, go through the numbers. That's what it's about. And don't hold on to them as long. Trust me. Just keep going through more. See, by the time I could have talked to that one person, I could have had 10 more names and numbers. Miss Marcia Carter was here. So I actually, how many got? I got 12 numbers so far. Today I was just from the distance. She was talking to 2 people at the church. She got 2 numbers at the church today. You see, so it's all about going through more numbers quicker, and don't hold on to those because they don't pan out. I can tell you this from what you said, you're better off saying next and keep it moving. I talked to the guy.
I'm going back for the customer. I'm going back for the customers. I haven't done that part yet, but I'll wait till after.
Well, you could, but then again, they may just waste your time. I mean, see that those kind of people, they're really trying to take the shoe off is what they're saying. So look, if you get them as a customer, set a time and date, do it. But if not, move on, leave them alone. There's a million people. Yeah, just don't worry about them guys. Just keep moving. Let's keep it, what they say, keep it moving. What does Sam Foster put in the chat? It's a numbers game. You keep going back to the same well. Those wells are dry. Let's move on here. You'll be fine. All right?
All right.
God bless you. Good question. You're very welcome. Next person.
Mr. Thomas, this is Sherry in the Florida marketplace.
Yeah, girlfriend with the glass. Yeah.
Hey, after sometimes when people watch the video, they'll be like, I don't understand what you guys do.
Oh, I like that one. I don't understand what you do. I've seen people watch it, not only watch the video, you'll have people come on the presentation and still don't understand what we do. Here's how I break it down. I said, let me break it down to you real simple. Okay, here we go. Watch this, everybody. Let me break it down to you real simple. All we are, watch this, is a wholesaler. When I say those words, people, their mind click. Oh, wholesaler. And watch my hand. I do this a lot on videos and when I'm in front of people. Why would you want to pay retail? Watch, even though my lips are saying this, you're watching my hand. Why would you want to pay retail when you get it from me at wholesale prices? See, just by doing this, they go, oh, they get it better. How many times, folks, on Wednesdays, have you heard me say this on a call when I do the private calls? I like Tommy Bahama shirts, silk shirts. Why would I pay $150 at the store when I go to the outlet mall and get it for $75? Even though I'm saying it with my hand, it's like sign language. I'm also sign language with my hand. Why would I want to pay $150 when I get the same shirt at $75? And they go, oh, that makes a lot of sense. See, your job is to understand. They don't understand business, most people. Your job is to break it down to the simple fractions so they understand explicitly what you're talking about. Why would you want to pay retail when AT&T get it from me wholesale? Oh, that makes sense. Just those words, you got to understand how people think. They don't think. We have to break it down so they can understand our language. Not us trying to force their language on them, but understand how to talk to people. So that's what I say to them. We're the wholesaler to these companies. I mean, why would you want to pay that retail price to get it from me wholesale? Does that make sense? They go, that makes a lot of sense. They go, that makes sense. Okay. And then I break it down. I tell my story. Hey, I like talking about and I say, how many times have you gone to the grocery store? Great. What kind of, let's you and I role play. So what kind of, do you buy bread, or do you buy, what do you buy at the grocery store most of the time? Give me a product, any product.
Coffee.
Coffee, great. Hey, you could go buy Starbucks coffee, the beans at the store, or you could go, what store do you go to? Albertsons?
Publix.
Publix, okay, your area is Publix. Folks, that's their part of the country down in the South, in Florida, they have Publix. I said, you can go buy coffee, Starbucks coffee, it's gonna cost you this. You get the same coffee that's from Publix coffee, it's the same thing as Starbucks, but they've got a Publix on it. And they go, I was wondering about that. Or you go get pickles or ketchup, Heinz ketchup. There's another one I use, Heinz ketchup.
Mhm,
You look right to the left, there's Publix ketchup.
mhm,
Public doesn't make ketchup.
mhm.
They go, really? Oh no. They go to Heinz, say, Heinz, can you put our name on the label and we could sell it cheap?
Wow.
See, that's how they do that, folks. Look, if you go into Publix, there are 3,000 or 4,000 different products in Public that's not Publix. Public doesn't make that. They go to the main distributor and have their label put on that product. Don't you guys see? Most people don't know how that works because they never studied how money works, how business works. So when you go in the grocery store, where's Albertsons, Smith, Publix, or whoever, Piggly Wiggly's in the deep south, it's all the same. Piggly Wiggly's don't make no hot dogs.
Mhm.
They go to Oscar Mayer and say, can you put our label on it? That's all they do, folks.
Okay, wow.
So when you go in the store and ask people, look to the left or right, there's somebody, the store's label on that stuff. They don't make it. But here again, the general public has no idea. They're so busy being consumers. We are business owners, and that's why this is leadership. Got it? Love it. Next question. They don't make it. Go to any grocery store. You go in there, there's thousands and thousands of items. That store don't make it. They just go to that distributor and say, put our label on it. Y'all didn't know that? Y'all know it now. Man, you go in there and see Heinz. Heinz does, hey, wait, Albertson don't make no ketchup like that. They go to Heinz. They put our label on it, sell it cheap. Yeah, that's how money is generated. You can pay $4 for this one. You can pay $3.50, $3.90, or $3.50 for this one. I'll take that one. Same ketchup. They just put a different label on it. ACN does the same thing with wireless. Don't you get it? We do the same thing with wireless. We put ACN on it, not AT&T, not T-Mobile, not Verizon. It's ACNs. Don't you? It's the same thing. It's a white label. There's nothing new under the sun. And the more that I get your leaders to understand that, wow, you'll blow this business up. I love it. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. Go to the grocery store and check it out. Oh my God, there's another one from Public. Oh, there's another one from Public. Public. Oh my God, they don't make any of it. They just distribute it. They put their label on it right there, and there's Heinz right there. They make money by selling it, and they make money by selling it with their label on it. They make money over hand over fist. That's how money's generated. It ain't none of theirs. Wait a minute, what does ACN do? We do the same thing that the stores do. We don't own any of this. Oh my God. Uber, they don't own it either. Oh my God. Oh my God. Airbnb, they don't have hotel. Oh my God, they own a hotel room. They own any. Oh my God. We do the same thing. We do the same thing. I love this business. See, that's why Friday I broke it down to you a little bit more. Today, I want you guys to understand the power of what you have. We are the wholesalers. And I use that word all the time in my conversation. The lady yesterday, I'm a wholesaler. Wholesaler? That's how much you pay for your phone. I got 10 lines, paying over $1,000. Oh my God. I could probably get that down. I'm trying to miss a brief clip. I probably get that down to 400. You see what I mean? It's just in a conversation. So understand, everybody is A, a potential ideal, and a B, the potential customer. Everybody. It's your job to go through them. Next question. This is good stuff today. I'm really having a good time. Oh my God, it's almost, I've been here for an hour. Time
Mr.
is flying.
Thomas.
We're having fun.
Mr. Thomas, I hope you don't mind me adding to what you just shared. Ladies, you probably know of Stockings and Hanes and the different stocking brands. That's the very same thing Mr. Thomas is talking about when you go into JCPenney or what Lazarus or Macy's or whatever, that the very same thing they do is it's the Hanes or the high brands, and then they just put the store brand on it. So if that helps you relate to it too, same thing.
There you go. See, TJ, you became an expert. You see, what you think about it is all the same, but the average person, watch this, is so busy being a consumer, they will never understand how money works. And ACN fits in that same boat, the same criteria. We just do it the same thing. Instead of with products, we do it with services. That's the beauty of it. No overhead, no FICA, no ocean. It's beautiful. And not only that, we can build a business all around the world with this business. I mean, look, we got people on from Japan. We got Canada on, Mexico, United States of America. That's what I love about our business. Now, every one of you have the criteria to become a regional director way before the convention. Why? Just got to go to work and make it real. Go through more numbers. See, the only thing you got to do is go through more numbers quicker, folks. We got time for 1 or 2 more questions real quick. And then we're going to take it up tomorrow night at 6. we're going to do part 3 tomorrow night because this is good. This is good stuff. I love this stuff. Now, because I expect to see your numbers go up, every one of you. Next question, real quick.
Hey, Mr. Thomas.
Yes, sir, Mr. Foster.
Okay, got a quick one for you. I met a guy today, right, at the mall, and
Of course, where else would you meet him?
and he was telling me that he owns about I think he said 9 Airbnbs, right? And I was trying to figure out how do I approach him, because in my opinion, he's not the typical business owner, but he has 9 Airbnbs. So my question is, I don't think he actually owns the homes that the B&Bs are in. So how do I approach that?
Okay, thank you for that question, everybody. Let me ask you this, guys. Here's the thing I want you guys to get caught up in. Please do not get caught up in the person. And that's just saying you, Mr. Foster, but a lot of them on this line, we get caught up with this person. It's not the person, folks. It's you, and you're thinking of that person. What do I mean by that? I'd approach him like anybody else by showing them the opportunity. I don't care if he's the bus dishwasher. I don't care if it's the CEO. Look, it's the same presentation. Folks, you guys get so caught. It's like sometimes some of you call me, oh, Mr. Thomas, you know this guy, you know who he is. I said, oh, slow down, Tiger. It doesn't make a difference who he is. He put his britches on the same way I put mine. One leg of you guys get so hung up in people that you're missing. It's not about them. It's about you and your opportunity. It's about who they're going to talk to. Because guarantee you, this guy with all this, he ain't making nowhere close to what we can make. He's not making anywhere close. So we give credence too much to the other person versus the ACM person and your opportunity.
Mr. Thomas.
Yes, sir.
Can I add to it if you don't mind?
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Mr. Foster, the perfect answer is real simple. With him already having and knowing the industry of Airbnb, your conversation will be just like this. We're the Airbnb of services. Like, he doesn't own the homes, but he gets paid off of them. We don't own the towers, but we still get paid off those same towers. So it's the same exact concept. And he would definitely love what we have if you explain it to him in that manner.
Okay,
Very
I appreciate
good,
it.
Mr. Clemens.
So, Mr. Clemens,
Now,
you say we're the Airbnbs of essential service.
Absolutely. Because we don't own anything, but we provide it.
Okay, thank you, sir.
and he does the same thing. Thank you, Mr. B. Clemens. Ladies and gentlemen, everybody look at me real quick. Here's where we put our prospect or the person we're talking to, and here's where we put our opportunity or how we look at ACN. Don't do that. If anything, your opportunity is better than what they have. Don't know who this person is. Oh my God. No. We have what he needs and she needs. Because think about it. He has Airbnb. Trust me, he got overhead. He's got ladies and going in and cleaning. He's got trouble. He's got breakage. He's got insurance. He's got a lot on him. It's the same thing as renting. I mean, even though he's renting and not owning the real estate, it's still a business. Think about my business. It's 24/7. Show them the benefits. That's all. See, I don't care what their title is. Show them the benefits. Okay, next question. Last question tonight. And then we'll come back tomorrow night for part 3. Yes, Mary Moulton, I think your phone is muted.
Oh, okay. Okay, it's unmuted now.
Yes, darling.
I have a nephew. He's in his late 40s now. And he just told me about a month ago that he joined ACN back in 1997. He must have been somewhere close to 20, maybe above it, or maybe a little below 20 years old. But he's a very bright young man. And when I spoke to him about ACN, he said, you know, I tried to sell it to my mom. And he said, I couldn't even get her to sign up with ACN. So for some reason, he's very, very discouraged. I think it was because of the time that he joined. And
no,
a lot of the, oh, go ahead.
No, ma'am, it's not the time he joined. Here's what happens to a lot of people, Miss Moulton, and I want you guys all to listen to this. It's not because of time, it is him. Notice what you said to me. He tried to SELL to his mom. You don't
Right.
sell it because most people rather go to HELL
Right.
than SELL. And see, you don't. And see, look, I tell you right. I can tell you what the problem is right now. He didn't get trained how to talk to people. I can tell you right now. You don't sell it. You share it.
Right.
Now, I'm going to give you the story. Once again, I'm going to give the story about the guy in Chicago went to visit his mama during Thanksgiving. It was a cold winter storm up in Chicago. He went to go visit his mom. And she told him no 3 times already. He got to the house, and watch this. He got to the house because 3 times earlier, he was trying to sell it, like your nephew. He got to the house, he took his coat off. Mom hung in the closet. They sat down to have Thanksgiving turkey. And he asked his mom one more time, Mom, will you be my customer? She said, I told you 3 times already no. He says, Mom, where's my coat at? I gotta go. She said, where you going, son? I gotta leave here because you don't understand how serious this is for me. I need you, my customer. No, she said, I need you to be my customer. See, he got up. She said, well, you're serious, huh? Yeah. Well, sit down, son. I'll do that. I'll be your customer. See, a lot of times we don't let people know how important it is to us. Hey, I need you to be my customer, Mom. I need one more customer for promotion. Mom, trust me on this. I need you to be my customer. Why would you give it to a stranger and won't give it to me? Let me help you save some money. You see, you guys got to understand we don't talk to people in the way they need to understand it. When he talked to her the way that she understood it, then she became his customer. Don't try to sell it. Share people why you're doing this. Look, I need to make a little extra money because I hate my job. Hey, I need to make a little more extra money for Johnny in school. Hey, I need to make a little extra money to buy Kimmy some. I need this. I hate what I do. But see, when you don't tell people your need and why, they don't know. No. And what he said, he tried to sell it to her. Don't try to sell it to her. Mom, I need a favor. When I signed my mother up, I told Mom, I need a favor. What do you need, son? I need you to be my all right. But see, you don't sell it. I don't go and try to tell me I'm gonna save you 20, 30%. Mom, you're my mother. I need a favor. When I got my friend signed up, it wasn't about service. It wasn't about hey man, look, when your car broke down at 12 o'clock at night, who'd you call to come get you? Me. Yeah, I need you to be my customer. Okay. Well, none of that stuff needed. Hey man, your kids came to my house selling that peanut brittle. I bought 2 boxes for $5 each. Same thing I can get at the store for $3. Hey, I need you to be my customer. Okay. Hey man, remember that $20 you borrowed from me? Yeah, you never paid me. I need you to sign up to be my customer. See, people don't get to that point with it. They're going to try to sell it. Don't sell it. Share it. Share it. Share it. People hate to be sold. People say, what are you selling? I'm telling you, heard that one, folks. What are you selling? See, that to me is a curse word. I go, ugh, I cringe. I do that just in front of people. Ugh. See, I'm not selling anything. 3 S's. Write this down, everybody. 3 S's. I'm here, Miss Mary Moulton, to share. First word is share. I'm here to share some information. Share. First S, share. I'm here to share some information on services. Number 2 is services. 3rd S, 2nd S is services. And the 3rd S is how you can save money. I'm here to share some information on services you can save some money on. That's all I'm here for. The lady with the $1,000 cell phone bills. I talked to Mr. Ray Clemens. We probably get that down to, he said 400. I'm gonna tell her 500. Like when you go to the store, it says $3.99. You know it's actually $4. Come on. Come on, that's how they trick y'all. So I'm gonna tell this lady I can get you down to 500, even though it could be 400. I even look better. If she's saying, well, I'm paying 1,000, I get to 500, and I show her 400, does she feel better about me? You see, you guys understand, it's all how you talk to people.
Yeah.
So I'm here to share some information on services or how you can save some money. Do you want to save money? Yes or no? And I'm shaking my head up. And I want everybody to know the service that we have and well, anyway, that's all I talk about to people. Remember, life gets better by change, not by chance. And the more you do it, the easier it becomes.
Okay.
That's right, Sam. Sam, 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 Because I checked with my in-house expert, Mr. Bree Clemens, on it. He's all, you probably get it down to about 4. I'm gonna tell him 5. You see what I'm saying? So let's go back. That's how you do it. And he was trying to, like you said, he was trying to sell it to her. No, you're my mama. I need your help. I guarantee he didn't come that at her. Mom,
No.
I just started a business. I know he did. Mom, I need your help. What? Mom, I need you. Mom, I need you to be my customer. I started a new business. See, every mother help a son just by people talk to her, right? Mom, I need your help. What you need, baby? Need you to be my customer. All right. You see what I mean? A lot of folks, let me tell you guys, most people in your downlines leaders, most people just don't know how to talk to people. Why? Because we were never trained to talk to people. We were all trained to go get a job and not to talk to people. You ever walk down the street before this situation you have? You walk down the street, look at somebody, look off the other way. Because
Yeah.
people have never been taught how to talk to people. All you have to do is get to be an expert at talking to people. That's all it is. And they're not that difficult to talk to. I remember when I first moved to Sacramento, I walked in the supermarket, I looked up, went inside and shopped for 20 minutes, came out to TJ, 2 guys looking up. They had no idea what they're looking at. Walk down the street tomorrow, wave at somebody, they wave, who's that? I don't know. People are, what's my point? People are very simple. We complicate. We think they won't. We don't know how to talk to people. And that's why we're having this conversation. Because after tomorrow, all of you should be experts at talking to people, getting customers. Because they're not that difficult. There's only 9 bad people in the world. They just move around a lot. All right, last question tonight. Thank you so much, Miss Mary Moulton.
Well,
Last question tonight.
I have another
Go ahead,
question.
dear.
When I send the video to people, they always seem like they're afraid to tell me, because I always ask them, I said, just give me a call once you've seen it. Can you see it today? Well, give me a call when you see it. And people never call back.
Here's what you do. You call them up. Hey, Betty, have you seen that video yet? No, not yet. Well, look, I tell you what. Call me back in 10 minutes. Look at it, call me right back. See, I put a time limit on it. Call me right back. Look, I tell you what, call me in 15 minutes, or if not, I'll call you. See, I don't mind pushing people's buttons. I'll call you back if you don't call me. You got 15 minutes. Call me, look at it, and call me back 15 minutes. See, that's called backbone and posture. Otherwise, okay, girl, okay, you ain't seen it yet? Okay, all right, I'll talk to you later now, bye. She ain't never gonna look at it. You gotta make a time on it. Time, put a time on it. Put a time on it. Hey, I tell you what, I'll call you back in about 15 minutes. It don't take that long. Okay, bye. And tell them, you don't call me, I'll call you back. Then they look at it. Go, look, people are people. Get used to it, folks. This is nothing new. That's how people are. Before some of y'all got involved, y'all were that same way. So guess what? You're dealing with yourself. Yeah, you're dealing with yourself. Some of y'all skated it 3 or 4 times before you finally looked at it. Come on, let's be honest. So why are you so shocked when people you send it to skirt you for 2 or 3 days? You did it, the person got you on the call. Then you looked at it like, this makes sense. This way out. Oh, I need AC. Some of y'all did it. Come on, let's be honest. Now I know a couple of y'all. Now, with that said, tomorrow night, 6:00 p.m., I'm gonna put a part 3. So come back with questions. If you didn't get your questions answered, didn't get a chance, next time be quicker. Because if you don't, I'm gonna let TJ take up all the time and Mr. Sam Foster. But I want you guys to be up. Miss Collins cracking up. I want you guys to get your blessing. There's nothing stopping you, especially in look, do you realize we're in the 3rd quarter of the year already? The 3rd quarter. How many customers you put in the last quarter? How many bills have you put in your team in the last quarter? If you ain't not happy with it, then change it. Remember what I said earlier? Come on. Life gets better by change, not by chance. Quit chancing it. I don't chance anything I do, I change it. You're sitting there watching TV, you can't you got to change the channel. It's all in your hands right now. Stimulus is going away. Look what's going on in the world, like I said Friday. And you can't get nobody? Are you, no, you ain't talking to nobody. There are 17 million people right now. Unemployment on Friday was 419,000 in the United States alone. First time. Every week is 400,000 to 500,000 people. First time unemployment looking for extra money. And you can't get nobody. Moratoriums going away. The people that haven't paid rent. 17 million people in the United States haven't paid rent. 13,000 landlords haven't paid mortgages. I mean, 130 million, I'm sorry. What? And you can't get nobody? The answer is you're not talking to anybody. So therefore, you should be talking to more people. People, let me tell you, I'm gonna give you this, I'm gonna hang up. People are looking for you right now. What are you scared of? There's at least 10 of you to 12 of you on this call right now should have been RDs months ago. And you know who you are. Close it out. We're in the third quarter. Don't wait for the fourth quarter. It's the third quarter. I mean, think about it. Think about it. Life is a game of life. Maybe I'll teach on that next. It's like a football game. You got the first quarter, second quarter, halftime. Oh my God, third quarter, fourth quarter, and then out of time. And then overtime if you, oh my goodness. Let me shut up before I get started on that. I'm here to tell you, we're in the third quarter of the year. Let's get busy. I'll see everybody tomorrow night, 6 o'clock p.m. right back here. I'm gonna be part 3. Do something, move your business forward. Take care, God bless. Love you guys. Let's make it happen for you and your families. See you tomorrow night.